Algorand. So obviously Algorand has been a well-established top 100 crypto for a very long time. Founded by Silvio McCarley, who's like one of the most well-regarded cryptographers ever. And Algorand's been somewhat like stagnated in terms of price action over the sort of time that's been around. I want to really take a look at how this ecosystem has grown, where it is right now, and where potentially it can go in this coming bull cycle. Before I get into it though, if you're new to this channel, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. Now in the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these coins. They were cryptos that I thought were going to make me very, very good money. You can see what they were worth when I recorded the videos. You can also see the highs that all these coins hit in under a year and a half. These are what your profits would have been if you'd have popped $100 into each of them. So if you'd have done 100 into each in under a year and a half, about 15, 16 months actually, and then sold those coins, your total profit in that time would have been over 123 grand. Now, obviously, you don't have that long to sort your portfolios out. We're in a bull cycle right now. And if you're holding cryptos that you're not very confident in, it's probably time you did something about it. If you go on to copymycrypto.com, that's the site I run where I share my entire portfolio with my members. So whenever I'm looking to buy or sell any coin, I tell my members the coin that I'm going to buy or sell, the price that I'm going to do it at, so my members can copy along exactly. So it means they make the same profit as me, except they don't have any work to do at all. On the site, you'll be able to see what my members have earned. You'll be able to see the successes that we have had. Everything on the site, by the way, is public record, so you can verify it all online. If, after reading through it all and looking at it, you like what you see, guys, then maybe try out the service, especially before these markets really start ripping. Now, Algorand. So, as we can see from Algorand, price action is really weak. However, it did launch in 2019, like summer of. So it's had it's only actually been through one bull cycle, right? And it did hit highs of a couple of bucks. So it's not necessarily as bearish as it looks. Now it did, when it launched, go to highs of $3.28. So it didn't obviously beat that after in the 2021 bull cycle, but can it? Maybe. It's definitely possible, right? Algorand is a decentralized blockchain network. It's self-sustaining and it supports a wide range of applications. The systems are secure, scalable, and efficient. Their mainnet became live in June of 2019 and was able to handle almost 1 million transactions per day as of December of 2020. Now, Algorand transaction metrics can be viewed here, so we'll have a little look. But it is worth noting that if they can handle 1 million transactions per day, you can do a calculation to figure out how many transactions that is per second, because, you know, it's not that complicated. So if we go 1 million, and then you just divide it by 24, divided by 60, and divided by 60 once again, you look at about 11.5 transactions per second, right? So not amazing. Now, as of right now, they're up to 38.8 transactions per second. They have ran a total of 2.4 billion transactions since being up and running, which is obviously pretty damn good. And in terms of total consensus staked, 1.29 billion of the 8 billion. So I wouldn't say there's like a great staking percentage there. But in terms of volume, again, you know, they're averaging pretty good numbers, 155,000 transactions or so per day, every day. In terms of total accounts, obviously, you know, this is the sort of daily chart. So if we have a look at it over a course of a year, you can see that in the past year they have added, you know, there's about an additional 20% in terms of total accounts on Algorand. So usage has certainly been steadily increasing. So if we have a look at transactions per second analysis, we also should check it as a ranking. So In terms of fastest blockchains by transaction per second, so in terms of max recorded transactions per second, ICP, I'm just going to skip ICP, doing about 25,000 transactions per second in terms of max recorded. Max theoretical is 209,000, so you compare that with Solana's max of 65. So when we're looking at Algo is quite a way off. It's here. So the max recorded was 5,700 transactions per second. So that's pretty good in terms of comparisons. Cannot knock that at all. There's very few that have done that kind of number. It's only really 3 chains that have beat it. So 3 chains that have beat it. So their actual ability to scale is absolutely there. In terms of real transactions per second, as you can see, it's hovering around the 40 mark most of the time. 24-hour peak was 77, so it's okay. It's not amazing. But what is starting to look good is ecosystem. Now, this has been growing pretty well. If we actually check out the ecosystem directory, we can get an idea of what projects are starting to use Algorand. So they've got some obviously decentralized swap protocols and liquidity provisions, some NFT stuff. And yeah, it's not looking bad. There's a few games knocking about as well. All of them keep being called Algo. If we have a look, because actually maybe there's a bit more interesting stuff in terms of stuff like discounted service providers, because I believe there's a few interesting ones here. So you've got Crypto Tax Calculator, Block Daemon, Flare, AWS, Active Program, Notabean. Is this the decision-making solution for crypto travel rule compliance? Okay. I mean, they've got a few interesting ones here. Kryptonite Agency has secured over 220 million for clientele. So they've definitely got a decent amount of people that are using these. Loyalty, that might be one. What's this? Grammar, revolutionary CBD stuff. Okay. But we are starting to see more real-world solutions starting to come into play. Real estate is one. They've got fractionalized real estate marketplace in Lofty. You've also got Vesta Equity, which allows homeowners to unlock equity and investors to buy fractional real estate. Fractional real estate is an area that I think is going to see significant growth over the coming few years. I think there is just a natural way that can be done that makes total sense, and I think we're going to see huge growth in terms of companies around that. So interesting that a few of them have gone to a couple of them have gone to Algorand already. Ecosystem wise, definitely an it's improved substantially from where it was. TravelX, by the way, that's the one I was looking for. TravelX is so this is actually a project that's being quite heavily used at the moment. It's a way for it tokenizes travel tickets for flexible and efficient travel booking. But I've actually seen that these guys have had decent surges in terms of usage as well. So people are absolutely trying the TravelX service. So again, one thing that I do think is going to bring about success for crypto projects is going to be dependent upon can you entice people outside of crypto to enter into it by seeing the benefits in real world scenarios, whether it's like the Helium with the mobile contract or something like this. So Algorand, I do view as quite undervalued. The fact that it's under $1 billion market cap right now does signal that it's undervalued. Tech-wise, as you can see, it's not the fastest in terms of block times. It's not. Sorry about that. So Algo, obviously, not the fastest in terms of block, but block speed, like transactions per second wise, is not the fastest. But it is doing okay. Usage per day is pretty damn good, 150,000 plus every day in terms of transactions. Good sign, it's being used. Starting to see real world solutions on the platform, and starting to see growth in the NFT and the DeFi space. Now, I do still think I wouldn't be contributing grants, to be honest, to anything NFT based at this moment in time if I was running a blockchain project. Certainly not what we've seen in NFTs, the stupid pictures and stuff. That's not where I would be interested in seeing NFT growth. If you start seeing it as a use case for supply chain tracking or verification of authenticity, which is something that I've seen a couple of times now, there's a real use case. Otherwise, I wouldn't be pushing on that. In terms of where Algorand is right now, obviously price is pretty weak, 11.5 cents. The high that it hit in 2021 was $2.10 or so. All-time high when it launched. Can it beat its previous all-time high? I do think this bull cycle it's kind of unlikely that it's going to get to $3 or so, but it is absolutely possible that we're going to see growth in Algorand, but it's going to come from getting a larger user base. I actually think the big job here is getting users to try the projects that are built upon Algorand. So advertising, marketing, getting people to try the DeFi solutions, the swap solutions, the real world solutions, whether it was TravelX or whether it is some of the loyalty programs that are out there, or the discounted programs, and getting people to start playing around with Algorand. And if they can increase their sort of daily users by, even 20% would be massive. Because that would see the transactions skyrocket as well. It would see the use case skyrocket for Algorand. And again, it's the founder is one of the most well regarded in all of crypto. So I would want the members of the Algorand team in front of camera as well. Because again, in a bull cycle, having leaders in front of camera, whether it's mainstream media or whatever, during a bull cycle will bring a lot of investment. I think that's kind of their strategy. There is a world where Algorand can get to $2.50, I think, which is about 20% up on where it was in 2021. But if they don't increase their user base, I think it's going to struggle. And I think we'll probably see Algorand struggle at around $1, maybe even $1.20. But if they can grow their user base, bring more people, get someone in front, get a leader within the Algorand team in front of camera, which I know people don't want to do, but it draws in investors and it draws in attention, and it's a natural way of marketing and advertising their product. I think they can get to $2.50, but I think it's a stretch at this moment in time. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Do you think this can get way, way higher? Am I being really harsh? Or do you think it's going to get nowhere close to $2? And do you think it's going to be hovering around $1? Like what I said, I kind of think will happen if they don't grow their user base. Let me know in the comments down below. Guys, look, we're in a bull cycle right now, and if you're not happy or confident in the cryptos you own, get something done about it today. If you go onto copymycrypto.com, have a look through the site. That's the site I run where I share my portfolio with my members. Whenever I'm ready to buy or sell any crypto, I tell my members the crypto that I'm going to buy or sell, the price I'm going to do it at. So my members can copy along exactly. They'll make the same profit as me, and they don't have any work to do at all. And again, on the site, you'll see what my members have earned. You can watch the videos and see our successes. You can verify it all because it's all online. And if after doing so, you like what you see, try out the service, because make no mistake about it, these markets are going to rip sooner or later. And if you're holding coins you're not confident in, it's because they're not going to make you any money, guys. And that is it from me. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.